I guess we'll start. How surprised were you to see Ed Warner not retained, and what has Sharon Moore kind of brought to the position?
Yeah, it was somewhat of a surprise to see Coach Warner leave. He's obviously does a great stuff. He's a great coach. He has a great legacy behind him. But it was definitely optimistic. I think the whole offensive line seeing Coach Moore replace his spot, much younger guy. He knows from experience. He played the position. So as far as the transition, it's definitely, a different kind of coaching style, a different kind of energy in the room. But I think, the younger guys really appreciating it. It's kind of a more open room environment. You can ask a lot more questions. And he knows from experience too. I think also the older guys are liking the new kind of energy and vibe he's bringing to the room, the practice field, and just like his overall energy.
Next question here is from Ethan.
Has the run game, has the scheme changed at all with Sharon running the offensive line?
Not too much. I mean, we're still focusing on, starting the run game, establishing the run game. It's a huge part of our offense. It's definitely a cornerstone in our whole offense. The O line has to set the tempo, the pace for the game. But obviously we're gonna have some new blocks, some new wording, and some new language. But overall, Coach Gass is still the offensive coordinator, so the offense and the run game itself hasn't changed too much.
Orion.
A lot of guys have mentioned the new energy level this spring. I was wondering, as someone who's been in Ann Arbor for a while, can you put your finger on why that is?
I think a lot of it is just kind of the we brought a whole new bunch of new guys in. Usually throughout my experience here, the main guys have mostly stayed the same. I was here, the O coordinators changed, the line coaches changed something, but a whole new defensive staff coming in with a bunch of new guys coming in, a bunch of new early enrollees, kind of just trying to just bring everyone along. We have new mindset coming in, and so it's been really fun to see a bunch of new guys learning the position a lot better. We're much more used to virtual meetings, and that can help a lot with the new enrollees. They're coming in knowing a lot more. They're getting acclimated a lot faster. So especially the defensive side's getting has a new energy and new mindset, and the offense, we have to match that every practice, and so it's kind of both sides lifting each other up, and it's great to see.
Angelique.
Andrew, you mentioned Sharon has a different coaching style. Can you describe that?
I'd say his coaching style is much more kind of personable, more interactive. I feel like, he comes from the tight end sense, and that's a lot smaller of a meeting room. It's a lot smaller one. So when he brought it in, he's asking questions individual. He's allowing kind of like a discussion. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about that? And it's just a lot easier to kind of get discussion going. And as an older guy, I appreciate that a lot more. Obviously the younger guys are still learning, so they're kind of more quiet in the meetings, just trying to follow along. But as an older guy, I appreciate being able to speak my mind, give my input, and just ask questions when needed.
I was also wondering about your impressions of Willie Allen and what he brings to your position group.
Yeah, Willie's doing really well. He's come along. He's come in. He's still learning the playbook. It's obviously a little different than what he used to, but he has great hands. He's really strong, and he just got to learn the technique and kind of the calls that we have. But he's coming along great so far.
Everyone describes Cade as a real competitor. I mean, have you seen that kind of come out of him too? Even more now, you seem to suggest he's the starter at this point.
Yeah, I think Cade's definitely a huge competitor. Obviously, there's gonna be no starter named yet. And, Coach Harbaugh likes to leave it up to competition with the meritocracy and everything. But there is huge competition at the quarterback position. I mean, obviously you have to be a high level competitor. And each quarterback takes great pride. At the end of each practice, we do a move the ball drill, and each quarterback takes one drive, and they each take tremendous pride in it. It can affect their mood for the rest of the day into the off day. So it's something that they take huge pride in. They're fighting it out in there, and it's something that's great to see. All the young quarterbacks kind of battling out to get on top. So yeah, it's been amazing to watch.